What's up everyone, Kali Brown here, and today we are back with an in-depth review of the Xiaomi Pad 5, but this time from a content creator's point of view. Previously I did an unboxing video of the Xiaomi Pad 5. If it's something you want to check out, I'll link it up in the card here. With that said, let's start the review. As a content creator, more so a photographer and a budding filmmaker, I'm always looking for gadgets that would ease my workflow and help get the job done without breaking the bank. And there are a couple of features I look out for, such as build design, display, to mention a few. And here's the Xiaomi Pad 5. Does it check all the boxes? Well, let's find out. Build design. It has a premium sleek design. Edges are made from solid aluminum materials and the rear has a matte finish. A glance at this device would evoke the desire to want to own one. For someone like me who is always on the go, it is very compact and lightweight, easily fits into my bag and can be carried around easily without any hassle. Camera. It has a 13 megapixel camera on the rear and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, which is pretty decent for video calls. The choice of camera setup is not the best we've seen and also not the worst we've seen on any device. It is not built to take epic photos, but for basic tasks such as scanning documents and taking normal photos. Processor. It is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 860 and an Adreno 640 GPU, which is one of the flagship processors in the market right now, and can handle anything you throw at it. I personally tested the performance of this device by running most of my post-processing softwares such as Lightroom, Snapseed, InShot, and a ton of other softwares which are highly dependent on the processor to run seamlessly, and I am really impressed by how this device handles these tasks. On some occasions, I usually encounter some lags when editing on my smartphone, but on this device, no such lags, all thanks to the MIUI 12.5 optimized for pad. Display. It is packed with an 11-inch WQHD Plus IPS display with a 120Hz refresh rate. As a content creator who is so particular and intentional about my colors, having a display with accurate color rendition is a major deal breaker for me. Initially, I felt sad and disappointed at first when Xiaomi announced that they chose an IPS display over an AMOLED display for the Pad 5. But after using the device myself, that has changed. The colors are so accurate and the blacks are deep. Whatever sorcery Xiaomi did on this device, it actually works because without prior knowledge of what display type used, you can barely tell the difference. The screen is so bright and the colors are vivid, all thanks to the Dolby Vision and HDR10 Plus support. Navigating on this device is fluid and seamless, thanks to the 120Hz refresh rate. Audio. This device is equipped with 4 stereo speakers, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom, with Dolby Atmos support giving you an extraordinary surround sound. The speakers are pretty loud and you can literally throw a house party with this device comfortably. For the battery life, this device is equipped with a solid battery which lasts almost a full day, all thanks to the 8720 mAh battery. As a content creator, I use this device to edit some images with the screen brightness at the highest level, and I got roughly 18 hours plus of usage time. Smartpen. The Pad 5 when paired with the Smartpen is a perfect combo. The Smartpen feels like an actual pen and is easy to use with 4096 level pressure sensitivity, which accurately senses changes in pen pressure, allowing for precise, smooth pen strokes. As a content creator, this pen comes in handy for me as I can easily make precise adjustments which would have been quite difficult using my thumb and fingers. It also supports magnetic wireless charging by placing the pen on the magnetic point on the pad. You can fully charge the pen in 18 minutes and a 10 seconds charge gives you 20 minutes of usage time, which is pretty much impressive. So you guys have had all the great features that this device is packed with. Now let's talk about the features that it doesn't have and that could be better in the next update. It is better to have a feature and not use it than need a feature and not have it. Now Xiaomi, if you are listening to this, I can only appeal that these features get implemented in future pad lineups. With that said, first to be the inclusion of a fingerprint sensor. Having a fingerprint sensor on this device would further ease the stress of having to unlock your device using pins, patterns, and the 2D face unlock, which is not the safest. So inclusion of a fingerprint sensor wouldn't be a bad idea. Next would be the inclusion of a Type-C to HDMI support. As a content creator, being able to mirror my screen to a wider monitor and view my works there is so priceless, and this device not having it is quite heartbreaking. So an inclusion of this support in the next pad lineup wouldn't be a bad idea also. Another helpful feature would be the inclusion of an optimized desktop mode for this device. Since most of us will be attaching keypads to this device, which would further give us the PC experience, I think having that portable, optimized desktop mode would go a long way to ease our workflow and give the whole experience. Furthermore, an inclusion of an optimized MIUI theme store on this device would further help this pad stand out, as most of us who love customizations can have that layer of customization going on the device. The last but not the least is a protective case. Shipping this device with a protective case straight out of the box would help save this device from a lot of scratches. For me, I've used this device for a couple of weeks now, and I already have a scratch on the camera array of this device, which could have been easily avoided if there was an inclusion of a protective case in the box. Well, that will be all for the suggestions. That brings us to the end of the review of the Xiaomi Pad 5. So Xiaomi, if you are seeing this, I hope these suggestions are helpful in the next pad lineups. For you watching this, what do you think about the Xiaomi Pad 5? And if you're planning on getting one, what is your favorite feature? Let me know. Until the next video,